Brown guy with tattoos. I think I'm covered. We're looking for a brown guy with tattoos. Perfect.
Is that the AK day?
That was the AK day. So
Chest blasted?
chest. He just what?
How about this? We'll give something for the listeners. All right.
Dude, if people understood that they can get slapped at any fucking point in time, they would legitimately shut the fuck up. Fucking take the labels off of this shit. They want to drink the bleach, drink the bleach. So day drinking, and then and I was like,
I caught that. I'm like, motherfucker, it's 11.
We're at
It's
work.
11 o'clock.
It's 11 o'clock in the morning.
Work at least.
It's 11 o'clock in the morning.
Too, but I was like, yes.
Now it's time for me to talk about blood dick.
Right.
Why the fuck were you guys talking about that before the fucking episode? Hashtag blood dick.
So awesome.
Listen, welcome to the Covert Standard. What's going on, guys? Nitro Panda here. Thanks for tuning in to the Covert Standard. Top of the show.
Yeah, we jumped into it.
Our sponsor, okay, CabalUSA.co.
We didn't do the other one.
Have the right gear. There is no other one. Oh, yeah, you missed that too. Have the right gear, okay? So those of you who have been following us for a long time, if you go to this website, it's that number one place that you could go to find anything that you need for your everyday carry. Did not say it. Everyday carry. You can get, now he has some really badass holsters on there, but now if you go on to there, he has got red dot optics on there, Smart Mars. He's got some flashlights. He's got some badass sunglasses on there as well. And we're getting into that EDC world. So go ahead and check them out. Don't forget, for being a listener on Covert Standard, that you get a promo code. Just type in Covert Standard on checkout and you'll get 15% off of your order. Yeah,
I missed one fucking recording, and then something
like that happens. Yeah,
right.
we just we gave it enough. I mean, it was enough. It was all. That's all it is.
Sorry, I'm adding this ridiculous picture to my fucking Instagram.
Oh, that's so good.
Fuck.
That's great.
No.
You doing story or are you posting?
I'm just story just to be ridiculous.
No.
Because of how amazing it is.
You know what? I think.
Can you turn it around and fucking show that one?
I think I might do that too. Oh, he'll see it. He just has to go into his feed. He'll see it.
Every now and then I get a little bit closer.
See?
Turn the sound
around. Jesus.
Every now and then I fall apart. And I need you now tonight.
So
this picture is absolutely
I fucking love you guys. Oh, this is fucking good shit, man. We haven't had us hanging out like this in a
It's
hot
nice to
minute.
have us all back.
Hell
Got
yeah.
the family back. I always feel sad when one of us is gone.
Oh,
And
it
it's
sounds
not
awful.
today.
it's generally me.
Not today. No, it's
it
all over the
happens.
place. Sometimes Dave can't make it. Sometimes I can't make
he has
it.
to go to the Bahamas, you know,
Yeah,
and we can't do
God.
nothing about it. And no per diem, nothing.
Bro, the per
damn
diem
ass
is where it's
DMs.
at. Where we passing?
This is so ridiculous.
Ridiculously awesome.
I sent a picture of what's going on to Dave right now to D2. She texts back, "Oh God, what happened to his face?"
I mean, that's how he was born.
You should tell her he tattooed it.
This is a birthmark.
He tattooed it to his face.
That's how his fucking facial hair grows, just like that. And
Exactly like
And
that.
blue.
In blue.
Well, let's do this for the listeners because this is an audio show. So there was some
Soul
things
patch
that
reference?
happened. Some things that happened while I was just sitting on a chair, and then a blue marker happened to be within my arm's reach, and alcohol was involved.
why do you still have your shades on?
Dude, I
It's
feel like
bright.
I go cross-eyed when I try to look at you guys, and
Oh, you
then
do.
you guys don't know if I'm looking at you or the other
So
person.
you're doing poker?
Yes.
Poker podcasting is what you're saying. Poker face?
Poker face.
Bro, Kid Cudi. Oh, sorry.
What?
Hoodlum stuff.
Yeah, we talk about
Hoodlum
stuff.
stuff.
Dog.
We'll
Is
stay
it
over
Kid
here.
Cudi?
Kid Cudi, yeah.
No, that's,
And then Kanye.
I thought that
and-
was Lady
Fucking
Gaga.
Lady Gaga, yeah.
Well, yeah, she.
Yeah.
The remake was the where it's at, bro.
Poker face.
I just think of Parks and Rec with Lizzie Nope fucking getting celebrated by all the gay people, and she's like hung over as fuck the next day, still singing my poker face, my poker face.
So anyway,
I didn't watch Parks
show.
and Rec.
It's a good show.
That's what I keep hearing.
I am so tired. That's a good show. That really is a good show.
What are you tired of?
I'm tired of fucking homework, man.
Well, it's a good thing
of it.
you're almost done.
I know. I'm just so fucking tired of it. It's not even funny. I've been so busy. Like right now, that's all I can think about.
Aren't you done in a month?
No, December.
So 2 months.
Yes, I'll be done in 2? Yeah, is it 2 months?
Because it's not like the end of December; it's the beginning. Of it,
Yeah,
right?
2 months.
Bang
man.
off around if there's one in there. What would happen?
Not in.
I was waiting for
no, do not.
A roofing job would be what's happening.
Yeah, and that's expensive.
No, it's actually that wouldn't happen. All you got to do is just put the one tile on top of it with a little bit of fucking tar. You're done,
Bro, there's this foam shit. You put it on top of it.
Yeah, and then you
won't
put it in
remember
the hole.
Yeah.
And then you put some.
I don't
better
like
for
any of
acoustics.
this. No, I'm going to call a professional. Have
Better
him give me an
for
estimate. You're going to fucking pay for it. That's what's
I'm
going to
not
happen.
paying for it. You're going to pay me to fucking do it, and I'll fucking do it.
No,
I'll
I
give you
will-
15% off if
I
you
will-
use Covert Stand-Up Compost.
Come on, USA.
.co.
I mean, he is brown.
He's I'll give you 15% off. So if you need roofing jobs, please.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah, you calling me out on fucking doing an office pop-up in here, you know?
Fucking despot.
I was definitely trying to get Stone to do that at his place.
He almost did it.
Bro, he almost fucking...
Well, you have to
depressed-
christen the place.
Okay,
He did depress the trigger.
here's an interesting firearm conversation.
No, it's
Firearm nerds out there, you might get a kick out of this.
No.
I don't know. Maybe you did some armor work.
Armor.
See,
and
you
the
guys
Marine
aren't the
Corps?
same. That's what he's saying.
So
Better than you.
not just different.
That's what he's saying.
Chase believes that a Remington 870 is, for all intents and purposes, drop safe. And I understand mechanically how the 870 trigger mechanism works and how that safety works and how that safety is a trigger block. So it blocks the trigger from moving rearward. It has nothing to do with the sear and hammer engagement. So it's in some ways analogous to saying a 1911 is drop safe with the hammer cocked. So the hammer bouncing off the sear.
You haven't seen any 90s movies, apparently.
Boom. Goes off, right? Obviously.
Okay.
320s.
Yeah, I know you're on board with that.
Yep.
You've seen it happen.
Yep.
Now, the difference, obviously, between a 1911 and a Remington 870 is the mass of the sear is a little bit different, and the mass of the hammer is a little bit different than in the 870 variant, like in the trigger mechanism. I haven't actually found any example of it failing drop tests, even though mechanically speaking, it should be something that's not.
We don't
drop
carry
safe.
Remington.
Yeah, I know. But it's the same principle for Mossberg.
Sure. But Mossberg we do carry the 590s and everything like that. And we definitely carried it. So military, right? We won't carry anything that has or fails drop because most of the time our weapons are loaded and most of the times they're going to get dropped. So
yeah,
that's actually very pertinent. Like that's one of the tests they do. They drop
Mossberg
it.
says their shit's not drop safe.
So I would think in theory that's
Dillon
the reason
has
why
a
they got
point.
rid of it.
So then why would they be carrying a fucking Mossberg forever?
Again, I think that might be another reason why they might have gotten rid of it.
Got rid of what?
Because the 1014 is what they went to, which is the M4 from Benelli.
Wait, what? They really did?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Marine Corps has that.
Oh, you mother... Man.
Dude, they've had that forever.
Yeah,
Sign me
it's been a while.
Sign me up.
When I
Navy
was
still rocks fucking Mossbergs.
yeah, well, no, we do too. We still have 590s in the armory. However, the 1014s or the M4s is what they actually went to. I remember working on them. That's why I know that it's like self-cleaning gas chamber. Like I know all
Right,
that and I know how to
right.
take them apart. But
Heavy as fuck for no
yeah,
reason.
they are. They look cool. But anyway, I don't know if that's the reason why they switched to it. I think that was just an upgrade of technology. But if I'm not mistaken, they won't carry something that doesn't have that capability.
Yeah.
That's
I-
another
I
reason why
can't-
they got rid of 1911.
So, as much as I want to argue with
That
Chase
is-
about
That
this,
is not the reason why they got rid of 19.
The Series 70.
No,
yes.
I understand that, but
Yes,
that
so
is
it's
not,
70,
That's
that's why.
not the reason.
that is not the
That is
reason why
not
they
the
got rid
reason.
of the fucking 1911.
That is one of the reasons why it wasn't implemented. They changed. They changed to a different weapon system. It's back though. I mean, the 1911s are still
That's
in
what I'm
service,
saying.
but they're
It's-
Series 80s.
Still in service.
They're Series 80s though.
There's a lot of there's special warfare that still rocks them.
Series 80s.
70s.
Series 80s. They all have
70s.
Series 80s.
Well, I mean,
special warfare generally gets pick of whatever the fuck they
yeah.
want.
Well,
Yes.
then if it's not drop friendly, then why would they be carrying it?
Yes.
Series 80s.
Because they're special.
Yeah. So
Special.
go ahead with what you're saying.
I would tell you that if you're going to talk about why the Marine Corps went away from the 1911s, it's because they normally go with what the Army gets because the Army buys.
Hand-me-downs.
9mm wanted.
So that's why they went to the Beretta.
1985 or
They wanted
some
higher
shit.
capacity.
Marine Corps
Yeah.
never got rid of the 1911 though.
And that's the reason why.
They didn't never go over to a Berettas?
It ended up they went to Berettas, but they never got rid of it entirely. Force Recon. I know you want to say it's going to be special warfare, but Force Recon.
But they're not. But even the MEUs, which aren't special warfare, are fucking still rocking 1911.
They're rocking. They're Series 80s. They're all Series 80s.
And it's still not drop safe.
No, Series 80s is you can
that
actually
adds
have
a firing pin block.
Yes, it adds a firing pin block. That is why
Series
80s.
Fucking, they rock 590s still forever.
They do have 590s still, and I don't know for sure if it's drop safe. I just would imagine that is one of the things that is required.
I just would in theory, it should not be drop safe, but I can't find examples of people showing that it fails a drop safety test. Again, though, Chase, as you nod at how great you are.
Well, reason why you can't find it. Hold up.
Okay.
I do want to put.
Go ahead.
I do want to say, the
you
reason
are
why
on
you're
this
not
podcast to speak. So.
Yeah. Well, thanks. Thank you for the invite.
Ceiling.
No, shoot that ceiling,
Thank
bro.
you for the invite.
Bro.
But reason why you can't find any of these articles or any information or testimonies about this drop safe because nobody's fucking 6'9" ratting on themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like fuck.
I get the reference. I like it.
I mean, there's a lot of fucking people that do
He
independent
just dropped a
testing.
6'9" right
Yeah,
now. So that's pretty good. I like that.
That's colored hair and ridiculous.
I did want to jump into that at some point. Yeah.
But no, and the whole agreement or not the
He's
argument
singing like a canary. What a bitch.
Argument that I brought up is because I hate like people saying this and this is the way it's been and this is the way it'll continue.
That slogan needs to die.
The whole fucking it's not drop safe. That's why you have to rack around inside. Right. You don't leave it loaded.
Right.
Because somebody said it fucking 50 years ago.
Because mechanically there's nothing stopping the firing pin from...
I understand. I understand, like, your philosophy. I'm just trying to get it to go off.
Right.
If it goes off, okay, and I kill somebody, okay, well, then I'll go back to the way it was.
Yeah.
They train you to keep one in the chamber,
if you want to do a drop safe test, take all of the powder and projectile out of it and just keep the primer.
We're going to do it.
Yeah.
And throw it.
That's how drop tapes do it.
I was fucking up stones the other fucking...
Yeah, that was probably wrong. You shouldn't have done that.
But it didn't fucking shit up.
Uh-oh.
But I was fucking...
Were you breaking stuff again?
He was throwing a shotgun on the ground, yeah.
Why were you throwing a shotgun on the ground?
Because I was trying to get the 870 to go off.
Did it go off?
No.
Nope.
With live ammo.
Did you fuck it up?
There was no live ammo in the gun.
Did you fuck it up?
No, I didn't, actually, surprisingly enough. I was trying. I'm trying to get that to happen. The
Stone, if you're listening to this, you should punch him in the throat next time he throws your damn gun on the ground, bro.
So
fight me.
Punch him in the fucking throat.
All I can say to that is that there are plenty of 1911s, including ones I've had my hands on, that I've tweaked the trigger and you could drop my shit on the ground and it wouldn't go off. You could throw my shit on the ground and it wouldn't go off. It doesn't change the fact that I know 1911s have gone off and mechanically there's nothing stopping it from happening. Like, my whole thing on 870s is I rack around and then I back it off. I hit the pump release and I pull it back a quarter of an inch. Because there is a safety that if it's out of battery, the firing pin is blocked. So that even if the hammer, for whatever reason, went forward, the gun would not go off. But that hammer sear engagement, the only thing keeping it from going is the sear spring.
Gunsmith. Just guys shooting things.
I know.
I'm just trying to get if it goes off, then it goes off, and then I'll take it back. But as of right now, it hasn't. I like I said, I don't like the gun things that we're told, like why Magwell grip is better
like
than fucking
kind of thing.
Yes, let's
and
let's
there's a
try
lot of that.
I like to think that that's a preference, though. You can't because right now you're doing the same exact thing. If I'm telling you Magwell grip's better, then you're like, I don't like that you say that. But when you say that yours is better, then it's basically perspective was what you're talking about. I think one way is better than yours doesn't mean it's better. It doesn't matter.
Body mechanics?
It doesn't matter what body mechanics are. To me, it works better.
Different.
But all I'm saying is that you saying that.
All right, so mechanically, then, what is your opinion on it?
What,
not
Magwell
Gunsmith
grip?
opinion. No. I'm sorry for the shotgun.
No, I was talking about your like what I was just calling you out for the Magwell grip. Like when everybody says the Magwell grip's better.
Well, no, and my theory,
or Magwell grip's better.
Why?
Well, it's personal preference. I can like Magwell grip just like everybody else doesn't.
Okay, so Magwell grip came because of the fucking MP5, right?
Okay.
That's okay because you're running...
I don't know where it came from. I'll be honest with you, I don't know where it came from.
MP5.
But that's how I learned from AR to get in the fight.
Sure.
Good.
Well, they run it from MP5s. They run it from the subguns, which are a lot smaller than the fucking ARs. When you have to fucking
put your hand
grab
out there
further out, you want leverage points, right? Leverage points work to a better advantage over the gun.
There's no bone structure in that, though.
You don't need bone structure.
Yes, you do for stability. Yes, you do. Yeah, that's the reason why that's why Magwell and also
you have no
closer to
bone
the
structure
grip.
when you're doing a Magwell grip.
No, okay, so Magwell grip. Yes, there is. This right here, your elbow when it's actually depressed against your hip, it anchors into your hip. It actually creates a bone structure. When you have it out to here, there's no bone structure. You're actually putting yourself through muscle fatigue right now because you're using more muscle than you are anything.
Because you're weak.
No, you're still gonna. It doesn't matter how strong you are. You're gonna get fatigued just by holding it out here all day long like that. I mean, that's the thing. Magwell grip ensures
you almost got fired.
The Magwell grip ensures that you actually have a bone structure behind it. This is an actual This is an actual lesson that you can give.
I understand.
Right, but it was.
I'm not saying it's better.
It's incorrect.
No, it's not incorrect. I've proven it time and time again for bone structure.
Yeah, as far as like the fatigue and control and all that stuff.
Hold your gun out here and let it go right here. I guarantee you'll get fatigue. You hold it here, I can hold it here more. I can hold it here longer than if you were to hold your gun out here.
Right. And when you have forces at the end of the barrel, what gives you better control? When you're holding it close up or further out?
All I'm after is recoil management.
Yeah. You can still have good recoil management. I have good recoil management.
You can have good recoil management. Can you open
Back to my point.
Can you open a door close to the hinge versus opening the door on the opposite end of the hinge? One side is easier than the other. It's a leverage point.
And I'm talking stability. You still have good stability from what I'm talking about. Less fatigue. You can hold your rifle up and actually get your gun into the fight.
Stability if you're not shooting.
Stability even if you are shooting.
You have less control of the muzzle getting moved when you're closer.
That depends if you're being a bitch holding the gun or not. Literally.
See, I love how both of you did the same thing.
Literally,
he's like you're being a bitch, you get stronger, and now you're being a bitch.
Literally, just don't be a bitch holding your fucking gun.
I love that. Well, and
all I was trying to say was you can't go back and say, well, that's because everybody says this is the right way. Well, okay, is there really a right and wrong way?
All the fucking 870 thing, the fucking loading it's because we are taught that from the military.
Sure, yeah.
We are taught fucking Magwell grip because that's what they learned. It came from the sub gun, and it's one of those things like. We're adults. We understand things are differently. We understand guns are differently. Like, let's fucking get into different philosophies because that's what it is. Philosophies of handling guns. Why I think a fucking high gun or a high port is fucking better than a low gun every day.
But that doesn't mean it's better for everybody. And it doesn't mean that it's actually
It was
better.
good for 6'9". You guys saw that fucking meme of him running with the fucking high port?
He was fucking that meme. He was like, nobody runs with a gun at high port, and then it shows him running away with the fucking AK.
Shit. I do too.
Fucking,
I run with
that's another fucking pussy ass motherfucker. Anyway, so all I was stating is you can't just sit here and say only one way is the best. We've already proven that you can change your way, right? Because before you learned a little bit better concepts and everything, were you not before at once you said something was good and then you changed your mind? Did you not?
Well, it's because you tried.
Well, tactics.
You try new tactics,
okay,
right.
And then you see what works for you, and then you see.
But it
oh
doesn't
my God,
mean that the previous ones were bad.
No, it's getting out of like the robot theory from the military. You're a robot, and it's. What you're taught, and then it's just I
think of it as 90s martial arts.
I think of it as you need two things. It's like a yin and yang.
Stop the groin.
Yin and yang kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like you need your fucking I have to hold C-clamp all the time, but then when something else happens, you go into a Magwell grip.
Sure.
It's the same with fucking when
you just switch tactics the entire time.
Slide manipulation compared to racking the gun.
Sure, yeah.
Make sure you have both. Because you need something just in case it
I'm not saying
switches.
that. I'm not. All I was saying was you can't just sit here and just say one way is garbage compared to another way when it will work.
I am saying that there is better, but there is a fallback.
Better for you.
I'm still going to say
most people
doing Magwell is garbage.
It depends what it
on
is.
the way door vent.
Would you say Weaver style?
And
that's another thing too. Like, is Weaver style good or is isosceles good? Right? Is that what you're about to say? Yeah. Like the stance position for handgun.
There's a reason tactics evolve because something's better than what we had before.
Sure.
And then we come up with
the saucer teacup hold of a gun,
which
is ridiculous. Yeah,
but it was way better than single-handed.
Yeah, it was ridiculous.
Yeah, it was way better than single-handed.
You got to think about where we came from. You know, everybody had single action only. That's how they thought. Even when double action revolvers came out,
they had to cock the hammer and everything.
Everybody was cocking the hammer every time.
Sure. Yeah.
And then they did the fucking the blade out with the spare hand at the small of the back for bone structure. They helped the support of
competitive shooting. Competitive shooting.
And military was shot.
Well, sure, but competitive shooting, that is a thing. And I've lost my hand over fucking everything.
And that was old school, is why
old Japanese dude. He was like 87 years old. He shot in a squat position, one-handed, and the dude was fucking nailing tacks the entire time. And it was fucking ridiculous. That guy was amazing.
That's good shooters, of course, but that's old school philosophies on it. Like the new, like any of the competitions, like the competition that I want to do coming up is fucking, there's ridiculous shit that are old school philosophies.
Sure, yeah.
For like old copping shit, and it's just we've come so far, and then some of that shit is
doesn't mean that the other stuff is bad. It just means that the new stuff, generally speaking, works better.
Have you actually seen like how I've been holding my rifle lately, though?
No, I
know. Be completely honest
won.
With you.
Yes, yeah.
Well,
I won that, and then look, his hair's going to go back.
I wouldn't say that you won.
Bro, look at that mustache.
That mustache is fucking
gangster.
It's on the borderline of being
so
amazing.
Mad. That's so awesome
and ridiculous at the same. Like it's literally both amazing and ridiculous.
And you're welcome.
Ridiculously awesome.
Somebody hit here.
No, not happening. I'm not adding anymore.
Don't sniff them.
Why?
Sniff them.
Just because I said don't sniff them.
Oh, okay. So you have to sniff them.
You fucked
up, man.
Don't draw more shit on your face.
Nope, not doing that.
So, we're gonna pick and choose now how we're gonna do this.
Yeah,
he told me not to do it.
It's
so
fucking free will, Freddy.
Yeah.
If I like the idea, I might fucking do it.
Sure.
Everybody's talking loud on this episode.
You were saying, well, we have to go through like our normal and then our
more excitedness and
right.
He gets offended when you talk about his mustache. So don't talk about his mustache. He's offended right now. It needs more curl.
Yeah, I mean, I tactics change generally for the better, and it happens really slowly.
Yeah,
tactics change very, very slowly,
and it's a hard. And I think it's from the military because most of the military guys that get out.
You literally get drilled so hard that, like that's all you
this is what works. No, fuck that. This is what works.
No, it's not even that. It's going past what you already know.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it took you a long time to fucking go from exactly what we're talking about to like starting to broaden your horizons.
Sure.
If the Marines didn't fucking teach it.
I'm not saying that they're not good tactics and stuff like that. And I've adopted more tactics ever since I got out.
No, I'm not, and I'm not saying it's a bad thing. It's just. We're slow to it. We're because of military guys or law enforcement guys that get taught from the military guys. Yeah. They have this like this little box. This is how you fucking do everything. Well, now that we get into the competition shit, now that we get into like learning how structure is and your body is, there's more. There's more. And there's better.
I feel like there's a wisdom in being reluctant to change what you know works because there is some like new high speed dumb shit that comes out
that's really dumb.
That's dumb or just doesn't work in a lot of situations. Maybe it works in one situation really well, but it's not very applicable to a multitude of scenarios.
Mm-hmm.
When I was watching, I sent Chase a video of a light from Haley Strategic, and he was running a pistol mounted light and then a handheld.
I'm curious about that.
Yeah, I like the idea though.
Good.
Right.
Fucking get it.
Okay, but his techniques that he was using, though, seem real fucking high speed and seem like it would probably be very easy to do poorly.
Firefly?
Yeah.
Like Firefly strobing?
Yep. Have you seen the flashlight
and then
with the ring?
Switching.
Yeah. Bro, it's a syringe grip. It's actually old school shit.
I know.
It's from forever ago that's been brought back.
Sure. I like it. I like the concept.
Yes.
I'm thinking about putting a rubber piece on my...
Yeah, because people shoot at lights.
Do it.
I mean, that makes sense to me.
I've just never shot with a handgun with it attached like that. Like, I don't know.
Honestly, that's the big thing that was fucking with me. It wasn't the handheld. It was the weapon mounted light. That he was going back and forth between the two. It seemed like that was too fucking high speed for 90+% of people out there.
I don't think it's high speed.
Yeah.
I think it's like learning different concepts of the white light. I mean, a handgun or a light on a handgun.
Yeah,
that's a good thing to have. And then you have the manipulation that you can have, especially for like the Firefly technique, where you fucking give a little bit, give a little bit, give a little bit. It's learning more. It's learning more how to be dangerous or to be deadly. It's how to be more effective with your handgun thing. That's what I think it's good. I love the syringe grip. I think that's awesome. You can actually do that with fucking bicycle tubing. You can add a little bit more to give you a little bit more grip, so you can do that to about any of your torches that you probably already
Well, that's
have.
kind of how I've I've been practicing holding my current flashlight like that.
Bro.
Because I've never thought of it like that. I've never done that before.
But then, that being said,
I need a rubber ring though to put around
all the
it.
high-speed shit.
The old school.
We go back to old school shit.
Sure, yeah.
We learn from our forefathers, and
Wasn't
we
it
go
a
forward
surefire
and
dude?
back.
Just not a Magwell
that really
grip.
is promoting that.
I don't doubt it.
Somebody that worked with Surefire that's promoting those
That was
tactics.
the syringe grip.
Yeah.
I mean, it kind of fucking went from like the old school, like Watchman, like fucking torch and then fucking gun attached to it, and then they added, to get a little bit more behind or more meat behind
That's what I want to try out. I haven't tried that yet.
Bro, but it's different. Like, get your number one thing that you're good at, weapon light, fucking manipulation, and then make sure you have a number two. You want that backup.
Yeah, I'm
for
like
manipulation or how you fucking hold it.
So
I'm more of a handheld guy than a weapon mounted light guy, to be honest, on pistols.
Yep.
Just because I don't know if you fucked around much. I feel like it really jacks up to your support hand anyways. And I don't like the lack of mobility. Like I like the ability of fucking having more shit with the handheld and having the firearm separate.
Yeah.
Versus when I'm having just the weapon mounted light, I feel like I'm compromising my support hand anyways by manipulating it.
I use my trigger finger.
Okay.
I use my trigger finger to turn it on, and then I'm on it. Like I just go,
that's because you're just doing permanent on. Then.
If I'm doing temporary, it's my thumb. It's my forward thumb.
Yeah.
If I'm doing on, it's usually trigger finger on trigger. Boom, 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 boom. And if I'm doing temporary, I'll buzz it.
I don't
finger on the trigger. Buzz.
I don't
buzz,
like
buzz,
anything
buzz,
other than
buzz,
momentary.
Buzz,
really.
buzz, bow, bow, bow.
Yeah.
I like a buzz. I like the firefly technique.
Yeah. I don't like permanent on at all.
I mean, I get the philosophy of it. You can't fucking see it. We should probably put a fucking light on it. I don't like it as much. I try to think of it as how I would use me against me kind of thing. Like how I would see them coming around the corner if you have it on fucking
permanent on.
Yeah, permanent, because you can read the light.
And it's also real easy to shoot at a light.
I get that.
Like every single guy that I talk to, I haven't really
put the light out here.
Been able to do a whole lot of like force on force stuff, but like everybody that I talk to that does all kinds of force on force, like got pegged in the face, fucking running a light.
Okay, so that being said, I hate that theory. I think it's stupid. So if you do like the old FBI where you throw it up, right?
Sure.
Most fucking handgun shooters are right-handed, right?
Sure.
Where do they fucking slap the trigger? Low left.
Yep.
So you're gonna get shot. So don't base it off of their fucking terrible tactics.
That's
on
a pretty
yours.
extreme shot, though.
That is a pretty extreme shot.
To go low left when you got an arm's length, and
because you can
high,
also snatch a trigger.
Generally,
you're talking about if they slap the trigger.
So if
you can
go,
actually snatch a trigger, and it's actually more likely. It's actually more likely to snatch than it is to.
No, right-handed shooters are going to go low left 90% of the time.
Well,
I'm not saying high thoracic to you.
I'm not saying that that's not a thing. I shoot left. I don't shoot low left. I shoot left.
Sure.
Until that happens.
Yeah, I know.
Now I'm shooting like pretty much more centered. But yeah, you're right. Okay, low left is a thing, but that's if it's anticipation involved or if they're pressing.
Well,
snatching is more likely, which goes right.
Listen, you got to make the assumption that most bad guys aren't going to be good with guns.
Sure. So I would say they would probably. I think that they would be scared. Like every shot they do, they're going to anticipate. I agree with that. So that's how you would go low. But I also think that they would be snatching more than they would be pressing. I think they're going to get their finger all the way in there, and they're going to fucking do this, and fucking that's what's going to cause the gun to fucking twist, going right.
So
any indication of what I see on a daily basis on my range, it's low left. Everybody,
yeah, that's just the way people are designed to a general degree. So with that theory, when we shoot a rifle, do we kind of blade to aggressive degree where we can get behind the gun a little bit more, or do we square up?
I square
Let
up.
me go with that theory first, actually. Let me go with that.
This is very debated, and I am not good with the rifle. I mean, that as far as firearms are concerned, the rifle is probably my weak point.
Yep.
I run it. I practice it. I'm far stronger on a pistol. I know there's good thoughts on both. I tend to be more straight on than bladed, but I've a lot of guys that I know and respect tell me, they tell everybody blade on a rifle and straight on a pistol.
And now it's to a certain degree of blading. It's not the old school Weaver. So
extreme.
So the philosophy of that is the bad guy, when you fucking shoot at a bad guy, you want to give him your plates, right?
Right.
Why are we dictating off of how terrible this shooter is compared to if we can shoot better with a little bit more blade to us? Why are we worried about that other guy? Like, if I can shoot better like this, why wouldn't I be doing that?
I just don't. I don't know. I apply all of my abilities and tactics that I focus on from handgun shooting and apply them to rifle. Probably completely mistakenly. Probably I'm sure I have a lot that I could be coached out of me from bad technique with rifle shooting, but that is what I do personally. And I don't think in terms of plates either, because I know I never had plates on. You know, like I come from a civilian mindset and background. So I'm all just fucking whatever I can do to stay in the fight and engage.
So, hold on. Are you saying bladed?
No. I am saying that. So there is the Weaver stance where you're adjusting hips.
Sure.
I don't give a shit for high thoracic hips. Hips got to be driven to where you're shooting. So a lot of guys can blade off of the high, like the high chest.
Okay.
So they generally get a blade. The thought process is that you're supposed to give the bad guy your plates. Is why it was taught to fucking square up to the bad guy.
Yeah.
So if they shoot at you, they shoot at your plates, and so you'll be fine. Why the fuck do we give a shit about the fucking bad shooter? If I can shoot a little bit better and a little bit faster with that blade, why would I not be doing that? Why would I concern my tactic with him?
I'm trying to. When you say blade, you're talking about with more of a twist.
No.
What do you talk about blade?
I guess I have to show.
Yeah, because like I think this is what it is. I'm getting confused about what you're saying. Blade.
So you heard of the leaning tree concept? Leaning tree concept is kind of like what I'm doing.
Put your dick out.
No. Hip structure, because hip structure is what matters.
Sure.
Okay.
Even if you get a little bit longer of a gun where you kind of lean more, you see how the little bit of lean.
Yeah.
That as long as the hips are going generally where I'm going, then that's what matters.
Sure.
My armor would not be square to them like this. Armor would be square like this, right? So if the biggest theory is, why do I give a shit about what the fucking other guy is doing? If I can shoot it and rock it better, then why would I be...
if I can play...
Go ahead. Let me hear this stupid theory.
Dave, you ready?
Just thinking...
I'm ready.
Just thinking ballistically, if you're bladed, it's far more likely that it's going to strike an arm. Of it hitting your plate and then skipping towards your arm versus just getting the fuck away from you.
Okay,
if you're straight on.
I am surprised at that. Actually,
not necessarily true. I mean, it would probably have to be a rifle round.
So,
like almost every handgun's gonna get caught up on all the bullshit. The type of armor you have changes completely what happens. But
so bullets do weird things, right?
Yeah,
and they do weird things in people.
Definitely.
Right. I mean, even when they hit like random things. Why the fuck are we concerned with that? Like, if I can perform...
I'm not. I'm just... that was my only thing I could think of.
He was just playing devil's advocate.
I know, but that wasn't even... he's usually really good at devil's advocate.
He just said,
if I can run it...
You suck at devil's advocate right now.
Yeah,
whatever.
What Chase is trying to say, that if he's 100% sure he's going to get to the target before that target gets to him, he's going to play those odds. That's what he's trying to get at.
That is all I'm after.
He's like,
why the fuck do I give a shit about whatever philosophy of what I should be doing because of the bad guy shooting at me, and I can run that fucking gun a lot, like fucking 90% better? That's the way it should be doing.
90% is a huge improvement.
Wear the armor and then go through your tactics and then eliminate it. Don't be so stressed over the little things such as, let me make sure I'm squared off so I can make... No, yeah, I kind of get what you're saying. And it's... The flexibility that you're talking about is actually something that we did train. They tell you, and me as an instructor, when I trained as well, I always told them, like, this is what the manual will tell you to say. This is what you guys have learned, but I'm going to tell you what works better. More flexibility out of it.
Yes.
And I also taught the same way. If I'm assuming that we talk about what you just showed me bladed was, I taught the same way. They always taught you to go squared up because of that very reason.
If I can interject here, when you were kind of saying what you're saying about my bad...
Devil's advocate. Yes,
bullets do less weird things when you talk about how it shoots steel plates. Like, you actually get really consistent behavior when you're
on
steel
stationary plates.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
We're talking about force on force. We're talking about moving. We're talking about the plate's probably not in the same spot it should be.
Yeah. I get it. I mean,
completely different.
And plus, I'm imagining, for one, you're probably not running steel, but also, even if you were running some sort of steel plate, it would have all kinds of different shit beforehand to capture any sprawling.
Sure, it doesn't even go
like
fucking past the magazines that's just shot into. There's a tremendous amount more when you're talking about shooting people compared to fucking
the steel plate,
or the whatever bullshit. What do they shoot?
Paper?
No, not paper.
Clay.
The gel.
Ballistic gel.
Thank you. fucking that shit. That's completely different from shooting people.
Yeah.
No, that is like a happy medium because it's not really
FBI.
It's illegal to shoot animals.
Agreed. I mean, well, yeah,
it's not.
compared to like 1920s where they fucking rocked it.
It's illegal to shoot
like
animals. Is that what you said?
For ballistics testing, yeah.
Okay.
For ballistics testing.
For ballistics testing, yes.
Yes.
I just want to make that
because
clear.
The FBI made it as a
Well, we're talking about ballistics
standard,
gel. That's why it exists,
yeah.
because you can't just sit there and shoot animals, you know?
Did you know that they did that back in the day for
Yes.
the 1911? They shot the fucking 45 on it, and they didn't. When they shot 38s at it, it didn't move. But when they had a pig hanging, they shot 45
pigs,
at it.
yeah.
It moved, and so like, yep, I want that one.
Yeah.
That's an old school pendulum test,
Bro,
by the
it's
way.
so- it's
You
so
can
cool.
still do that today. Of like
Pigs.
it's
Were
a
you doing pigs?
it's a different way of measuring force. So that it's funny that you say that because you fucking hate all that shit
I do.
about like stopping power.
I do.
That's the type of force that it's meant to measure. There's a pendulum test that you can set up that's different than ballistics gel, and you can prove like the difference between a 7.62 by 39 versus a 5.56 by how much it makes
How
the
much
pendulum.
the motion of the pendulum, yeah.
Right. So that it's a different type of force that it's meant to measure.
But it doesn't
I like
go in.
I like the terminal ballistics though of it, like the approach that you would take, like if you shot like a pig, for instance. I like that you can see the after effect, the cavity that it created.
When are we shooting pigs, Dave?
Dude, it's not cheap. You can go.
No.
We can go do it on a regular basis, but you got to spend fucking money. So we got to randomly get lucky at a farm ranch place.
Yeah, that somebody might know or something, but that doesn't happen. So,
It does happen. It's just everybody's busy.
okay, fair enough.
We got to get the gear, the hooks to hang them, to fucking clean them.
We got the gear.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
wouldn't you be good at that?
There was
I have knives. And
everybody
stuff to clean
got
'em,
Christmas presents about dragging stuff,
but really.
and that's how you hang it.
Dude,
That's
well,
right.
you want sturdy hooks to hang their feet and then bleed them out, and then
All you need is rope. Tie a fucking good Navy knot. You'll be all right.
They're gonna be fucking
Hear me
swaying
out.
like shit though.
Freya, earmuffs. Earmuffs, you don't need to listen to this. This is horrible, I know.
But you fucking get some good hooks that are drilled into a solid surface. You fucking put it in between their Achilles tendon, basically. You fucking put their hind legs in those hooks. You split the neck open, let them bleed out. You take a razor blade, you cut around the asshole, tie that off, cut the stomach open, take all the intestines out. Like, it's just so much easier if you have hooks.
See, I think we'll be good for the end of the world.
You
I
were
don't
kind
know-
of disgusted
I don't
by
know
me
the first.
describing
I don't know
that.
the first thing about doing that.
I'm not disgusted
Okay,
by it.
I
It's just
I'm gonna.
you stated-
If you ever saw me do it, I'll be honest with you. I'm gonna have the fucking animal sitting in front of me, and you guys like are hanging it and gutting it and letting it bleed, and I'm gonna be sitting here like chopping off part of its like left part of its thigh, and I'm like cooking that by itself. Like, yeah, I got
Bro,
this.
what did we rabbit?
just-
Didn't we cook a rabbit that one time?
we ended up.
That was
You guys cooked the rabbit?
oh,
yeah, we did.
You
I
weren't
was
there.
there.
I
for
can
that.
see Fred having like
I think we had two.
like
We had
past
two
his
that night.
elbows, like the fucking super long gloves when he's going to
So
clean
he's
an
going
animal.
to the he's going into the anus to
Hold on,
clear it
hold
out.
on,
I got
hold
you.
Don't get it twisted. I can get dirty. I'm not afraid of blood.
Like going into the anus of the.
I put my hands in
He's
anuses all the
afraid
time.
of poop. He's afraid of poop. He was
Bro.
outside cleaning his shoes for like the last 20
Okay,
minutes.
hold on. First of all,
It took him 20 minutes.
those aren't my boots. Okay,
Right, those
where
are
I
my
don't care.
Jordans. Those are my
Those,
Jordans.
those were
J's.
nice pair of shoes that I had cleaned off. Yes, absolutely. Am I afraid of shit? No, I'm not afraid of shit. And I wasn't afraid of it. I cleaned it off. I handled it. I mean, what the fuck? Did you? Any one of y'all motherfuckers would have been cleaning off your goddamn shoes if you
So
stepped in shit.
6'9". Tell me about
Is
this
a
meme.
bitch.
I've seen this meme everywhere.
All
Tell
I
me
know,
about what
all
the
I know
fuck?
is about the fucking memes. I don't even know what he went to jail for. All I know
Arms.
is
Something
that
to do
he's
with
going
arms.
to jail and facing
gang-
like 49 years.
gang stuff.
And then
Can I clarify why I call him a bitch though? It's not because he was a criminal and he's ratting on people. That's not why I'm calling him a bitch.
Oh, okay.
I'm calling him a bitch is because he was literally just a kid that started getting like popular and he ended up doing this rap thing, and then he ended up getting affiliated with gangs to boost up his fucking. So he was utilizing these dumbass fucking approaches to boost up his like likability amongst people and shit like that, to be this quote unquote gangster.
Get them grams going.
And then, yeah, that's all he was doing. He was not a real gangster. He didn't do it the real way. He admitted all that shit. And then all of a sudden he gets caught. Oh, all of a sudden it's like, it's a real thing that this is bad or whatever. And now he is just fucking killing himself right now. Like he's literally just
Dude, hear me out. I don't even fucking think he's killing himself. He's ratting all this time and all this shit, and then all of a sudden they're going to give him fucking probably, what do you call that when they're like taken care of by the government, you know, off out of jail and all that shit. Witness protection program.
Whitpro.
So
Hillary Clinton.
I don't think you
No,
can
Clinton
continue
size.
to be a rapper and under witness protection, though.
Yes,
but
you
that's the thing. Yes, you can.
Really?
But
Instagram,
I
bro.
think
You can't find me.
I think he will fuck up for him being so fucking young and dumb. But if reason why he's fucking doing what he's fucking doing, that motherfucker's probably gonna be put and stationed like somewhere out of country, right? And they're gonna definitely take away the fucking internet from this motherfucker.
He's
gotta
gonna be
change
rapping
the
in
hair.
French.
Yeah. So, but it's gonna be hard to hide a fucking guy that has tattoos on his
Wasn't
face.
he trying to like
So-
6'9".
bring Cardi B into it or something?
Yeah, he said
He brought
Bacardi B was part of the Crips
Bacardi
and
B.
Blood. Bacardi B. I don't fucking know. Cardi B. I don't fucking know the
Yeah,
fucking rapper's
I
name.
like the Bacardi part.
Yeah, it's a fucking chick with
We
fucking
need to-
fat ass. So that's all I know.
Cardi B was being brought into it.
Bro, your missus just heard. She coming.
Oh, I'm sorry. I just remembered something that I have
Hold
to
on,
show
chick
all
with fat
of you.
ass literally reminded you. Let's go.
Yes.
Go.
Oh, no. This is a visual thing.
Your
I have
phone's
to
in your
just,
pocket, yeah.
I just have to show you, but the podcast won't gain anything out of it.
Okay.
Sorry, Pop.
Well, so yeah, he started ratting out other rap
Everybody.
artists, and I mean he's diming out everybody. Well, the reason why I'm calling him bitch isn't because he's diming, and because he criminals are criminals. Period. That's how I feel about it. It's the fact that he shouldn't have even gotten involved, and the only reason why it did was to get himself a higher position somewhere and get
Well,
credibility.
he tries to network and he just
Now,
happened to
he's
network with the
networking
wrong
the
yeah,
wrong
crowd.
bro, that's
fucking
all it is.
networking.
That's all it is.
Sure, that's networking. That's the right way.
Extreme. Extreme networking.
But the memes are awesome. I have to thank him for that. I have to thank him for the memes. The memes are just amazing.
Those memes will never die.
Yeah,
They
those
will
memes
never
are awesome.
die.
Yeah, you about to rat like fucking 6'9". You trying to tell on me like 6'9", bro? That's awesome.
You're still seeing 16 to 29 years. You got anything else to say? Well,
Hillary-
Snoop Dogg is not a dog.
You know that Hillary Clinton. Never mind.
Yeah.
It just
Don't
starts
say
with
that.
Clint, and then never mind.
You know Clint. Never mind.
Yeah.
That was that's one of my favorite ones too. There's a lot of fucking really good memes out there about that. But yeah, he's singing. He's singing.
All right, let's see it. What do you got over there?
Are we gonna watch this now while we're
he's-
being
No,
quiet?
he's
can't do that.
super
I just
excited over
texted
there.
Should I narrate
narrate it?
narrate it?
Narrate it?
This was
Narrate it?
Part of this was filmed in a place that we all know that someone works at.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
This
But
is not going to help any of the listeners.
no. We should probably try to.
So we
bullshit.
are looking at a green-haired female. They're looking at a cell phone right now. It's like a party in a living room. They're sitting on the couch. They're all talking.
Bro,
and
this
laughing.
looks like your place.
Do you know why I like fat asses when you were saying that? That's why it reminded me. Is it clear now?
I don't.
That they have fat asses, like everybody in this
It's
video.
like some fat chicks.
Oh, I just saw what
Rewind.
I believe
Rewind.
was
I
a
want to see that.
G-string.
I want to see that again.
What is that? Garbana? Is she a rapper?
Yes, from Orlando.
She's an Orlando rapper.
Yeah.
Hey, girl.
Did she buy something from us recently? Is that why?
What is this establishment? Oh. Actually, I think
Do I know that
I
establishment?
think I've been to that establishment.
Yeah.
No, in like
This
a.
bitch is called Duck Duck Goose.
Her name is Duck
No,
Duck.
that's the name of the song.
Oh, the song's name is Duck
that's
Duck
what she
Goose.
keeps saying.
Bro, you know where she got those fucking ARs from? She brought it, got it from your fucking joint.
She bought it from a gun store,
Yeah. A respectable one.
a respectable gun store.
I'm trying to get the hook.
Yeah,
in.
he knows exactly where it is now. He just saw the he just saw the rooftops. He knows exactly
I think
where
I've
it
been
is.
there like in a this kind of capacity.
Anyway, they're watching like I guess it's a rap video.
Give me this fucking thing.
What is her name?
I don't know if I want to put that out there for everybody.
Well, I mean,
Why not?
let her
Free,
be
free publicity.
her what?
What?
Free publicity.
Oh, I thought you said her name was like
No.
Feeble Pussy.
No. just laughing about this fucking ridiculous video.
I have been to this fucking place. Yes, I have.
No doubt you have.
I'm pretty sure a few times. repetitively.
Yes, I have been to this fucking place. That's awesome.
That's funny.
But that was
It's
the other
over my
place
head.
that I was talking about.
It's over my head.
No, the other place that your establishment is where she goes in this.
Right.
Is that where it is?
Yes.
Yes.
Hold on. Was that in the?
In the video multiple times.
No.
Yes. Hold on. I get back on
I
there.
didn't
Hold on.
see that.
Hold on.
I
I
I'll get
didn't
back to
see
it.
that.
Let me see.
I'll fucking pause it on there, bro. I've
That
been
actually
to her
happens a lot.
goddamn place. I've been.
I was wondering where that apartment complex was, so that's hilarious. You've been there.
Is it close?
It is,
It is. Anyway, so
bro.
So fat ass.
Legitimately, she's at your yes.
I gotta see this now. Next.
Oh, I'm trying
next.
to get to
I
it. Hold on.
texted to all of you.
Oh, it is.
Yeah. I texted all of you.
So fat asses reminded you of this music
Bro, she
video.
got that old Gen 2. Oh,
Yeah.
sorry. Yeah.
We're still at this fucking video.
Yeah, we are still watching this
Jesus.
video. This is
Entertained.
this is an
sorry.
audio show, guys.
Entertained.
This is people
She got-
listen
she
to this.
got
They
a-
don't
she
watch
got a-
this.
She got a big ass. She got green hair, and she goes to an establishment that we very much know. And then I have been to where the other part of this video has in another level.
What do they? Did they sneak? Did they sneak video that?
Bro,
Did
One of
we
my,
allow
like,
this?
it's not like your guys pay attention.
Yeah, one of my pieces of shits was like, yeah, I mean, I was there when they filmed. Like,
Oh yeah, I saw it happen, but I didn't do anything about it.
yeah.
They were walking around like that? No fucking way. I would have filmed too.
I guarantee he probably called one of the managers and was like, hey, is it okay if someone films in the...
Bro, that
the
is
range?
my new favorite song.
And they were like,
Ever.
are they filming other people or just themselves? Yeah, it's just them. Okay, sure, it's fine.
New favorite song, EVA. What are you doing over there? You watching it now?
I know what this is too.
Yep.
There was something else, but that
Oh,
just
that
overshadowed
definitely
it.
is. That definitely is in the establishment. That is so funny. It's
How did you come across this?
wow.
One of my coworkers showed me.
Nice.
He was like, I looked it up.
I was looking for girls with green hair.
Yeah.
I had a thing. It was the Alien 51 thing.
If you look her up, she's like one of the top East Orlando rappers or some shit like that.
Jesus.
You know what?
She's trying to pull that game. It's all right.
Okay.
Do you
Duck,
think,
duck,
Boo?
goose.
Do you think, Boo?
Duck, goose. Did you? I read some weird little snip. You ever like kind of pass through some other news, or you're like reading an article, something like that, and like it's like a little sub article.
No, bro. I don't know.
Apparently, the Mexican drug cartel leader, the female, the Mexican female that runs one of the cars, the one that's fucking bad. She's
gonna
like
say,
sexy as fuck.
Is she hot?
Apparently, she's dead now. Like she got turned up, killed. Yeah, that's what I said
Kinda
too.
happens.
I was kind of rooting for her, even though it sounds really weird to root for her.
It kind of happens.
Yeah, I know, but like she turned up dead.
But she a babe though.
She was a babe.
She probably got raped.
She was a babe.
Abraham
and she
Lincoln.
ran.
Whoa, bro. What dark on it?
And she ran shit too. Like she was like one of the head people. Yeah,
I'm sure she got ran on.
probably.
Yep.
Probably. I wouldn't doubt it. I mean, you live in
The
that fucking world.
Evil
That evil world. Yeah.
Ah.
I mean, I get it. But she was a babe.
There is some.
She was
evil out
compared. She was the drug cart. The Kim Kardashian of the drug cartel world is what they called her.
there. Bruh. So she sent selfies before she died.
Yeah,
or-
you can see all the time. She's all over the place. She's bad as fuck. But yeah, apparently she turned up dead, which is what happens.
Bitch.
Yeah. Well, I mean, some dude probably just said shut up and shot her because that's how Mexican cartels work.
Tell me about those, Dave.
No, they're fucked up, man. There's a bunch of videos that's always online and whatnot. I saw some fucked up one that you know
talking
what?
about this
It's not-
one?
Jay showed you.
No,
'Cause
it's
Jay
not
showed
Jay.
you a bunch.
Talking about?
No, that's
It
not.
better
what
not
I'm
be her.
talking
I can see those cheeks from here.
You can see the cheeks from here.
Face
I'll show
cheeks,
you.
not
I'll show
booty
you.
cheeks.
I'll show you.
So homeboy was like tied up and whatnot, completely fucking nude, and then had some big old dogs fucking go at his nads.
What?
Whoa.
Where did this come
Yeah,
from?
cartel.
We're talking
cartel
about
shit. Cartel
Fucking
video.
Fancy ass
That's
bitches.
what we said. Cartel video, and then you guys asked me about the cartel. Okay,
Bruh.
I'll just stop.
Yeah. You should stop.
She's a babe, bro.
Abraham Lincoln.
Is it this chick?
Yes,
Name.
they call her the deadliest woman,
Claudia.
something like that. Claudia something. They call her the deadliest woman, but
Is there any?
I tried finding those before. Of course, I've looked for those.
So there's none?
No, there's none. I couldn't find any of those.
Shit. Some bullshit.
Yeah, I agree. I did look though. Isn't that weird? Is that weird?
No, it's not.
I feel like every one of us would have probably looked at the same thing. Don't judge me.
It's okay.
No one's judging.
Right there. That's her. And she runs shit like a boss. Or she ran shit.
She ran.
She ran shit like a boss.
Yeah,
she was a boss until somebody said "fuck you" and did that. But yeah, she ran her own shit. Apparently, she turned up dead.
Oh shit!
It was recent.
Yeah, that's why I said like I came across it when I was reading. She turned up dead.
What are you doing reading?
I know. What am I doing reading?
Are you shitting?
You guys heard of Underwood Ammo?
Yes. Yeah, bro.
You like their stuff?
I rocked that the last like Georgia trip. Yeah, great shit. Great quality control.
I'm thinking about
great.
switching some of my stuff to that. I saw some of the ballistic test on it, and it's pretty good.
Now, which one?
Gary, 9.
Okay, because they have some like bear ammo shit is what I got, and that shit's fucking like 20.
It's like this cross tip stuff.
20 to 25 inches of penetration or something, like me, and it's a little
20 to 25 inch penetration.
See,
huh?
I'm glad you're paying attention.
Yeah. It's called the Extreme Defender.
Yeah, no,
and it looks like the way they designed it is like a cross,
bro. It's good. Yes.
Like a Phillips head screwdriver.
Yes,
I like it because I can take apart things and then shoot whatever I took apart afterwards.
Ridiculous.
No, but I'm thinking about switching over to them. I saw the ballistics on it, and they do some serious terminal ballistic damage. Like what it does to the insides is fucking crazy. So
since we went dark on it, it looks like she actually just died of an overdose.
Overdose? She wasn't killed like that?
Heroin?
Yeah. I just heard body turned up dead was what I heard.
Found in what's presumed to be her lover's bed. Looks like a drug overdose.
Was not a violent death. They both were having a good time.
Either way, it wasn't a violent death.
Is it? Or is it one of those cover-ups from the CIA?
Like, I killed her, so let's just dope her up.
Like you were like banging her so much that she had a heart attack, and then like, oh, let's give her some heroin?
That's how she got the heart attack?
Yes.
Is that your fantasy? Or
no, that's what happened.
It's exactly what his fucking fantasy is. It's coming out.
That's what happened, bro.
That's
what happened.
Oh, that's how she died? Did you pump her full of heroin?
Not in America.
So you went to Mexico, did this to her?
No, it wasn't Mexico.
No.
No, senor.
Yeah.
No, senor.
Go to the Underwood. Underwood's good.
They make good stuff. Like that stuff?
I do.
Yeah, I thought about switching over to it, or at least try it out, because I'm bored.
What do you think of the bird cage on an AR-15?
I think it's really good for when it was designed, and it's not terrible, but I think there's better.
Adequate?
Yes.
Yeah.
Very much so, yes.
I'm just noticing that Fred still has it on his rifle.
Well, yeah, but Fred, we're getting there with
hold on.
Fred.
First of all, I already have another break.
You just haven't installed it?
I just haven't. Yeah, it's in the safe, the suppressor. I just haven't grabbed it.
Why didn't you do it?
Because I don't fucking really
bro. He's don't talk shit.
I
got it.
It's an NFA prison right now.
It's not installed.
There's nothing wrong with that. I'm perfectly fine with this fucking rifle. But I do want to switch it out, but I just haven't done it. It's in NFA prison with the suppressor. I could grab it anytime I want.
Yeah, I mean that's not in prison.
I know. I just didn't do it. It's also that tuning fork
I was about
shit.
to say there's a gunsmith. Oh, so Dave.
We don't have a fucking gunsmith anymore. What are you talking about?
Oh.
Yeah, he ain't a gunsmith anymore.
Yeah, man, I'm in.
There hasn't been a gunsmith in Apopka in years.
Yeah, but I don't even do any of that stuff anymore.
Like at all. He doesn't touch the books.
It's been.
Yeah, I taught someone else how to do the books, and
so he can just be done.
Dunzo.
Cutting heads off. Whatever that was.
Boss man forgets that sometimes. He like yells at me about things that are going on in the store.
I'm sure there's a lot of forgetting. Going on there.
Yeah. So that thing's gonna be awesome for the zombie apocalypse.
What thing?
Thing Chase has been playing with the whole time. The kukri.
Oh, did I tell you that? Okay.
No, you didn't.
I am going to be adding to my kit a tomahawk.
No, you're not.
I am. I'm adding to my kit a tomahawk. I'm going to be buying a steel ring.
What are you going with?
I'm having it made. Same person made that knife.
Oh, nice.
I'm going with a steel ring that's going to be leather wrapped.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be attached to the side of my gear. That's behind the magazines, I think.
Okay.
Something that I won't, if I'm running, the stick won't hit the back of my leg. I'm trying to get it to the side of my body. I'm thinking I got to finagle with it, but I'm gonna makeshift the whole thing.
You're trying to legit go tomahawk. Huh?
I might actually even put a strap over it that connects to the metal ring. That's really quick.
Why go that over a knife?
Just because there literally is no practice. I mean, you get more leverage. You can do a lot of damage with it. I just want to do it.
I have one on my like the other kit that I sent you the other day.
I'm having
with
it
the mags, water, and then that. No, yes,
I'm having it made Viking style. It's gonna be slightly bearded.
The fucking look
It's
Chase
gonna
just
be-
gave it.
It's gonna be slightly
You
bearded. I'm allowed to
I'm
rock
gonna
it.
flip this fucking
I'm
table.
allowed to fucking rock it.
Hold on.
I'm allowed to rock it, motherfucker.
Now,
What
it's-
makes
when
you
I say Viking
allowed?
style, when I'm saying
freedom.
freedom, yeah, freedom.
America.
When I say Viking style, I don't mean like completely Viking. Like it's not gonna be carved and shit like that. What I'm talking about is
head. Say
the
my
bearded head. Yeah, it's gonna have it's gonna be bearded. That's all it's gonna be. I think I'm also gonna do, instead of a spike at the other end, I'm gonna do a blunted end.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be bearded.
Hammer is
Correct.
much better for.
So it'll be bearded. It'll
everything.
be bearded with a blunted end, so that way I can hook if I wanted to, and then obviously chop if I need to. But I'm thinking about actually training with it legit.
I bought.
Like I want to start getting back into training with the tomahawk again.
No, you won't.
Yeah, I will.
I bought an axe.
You're so doubtful. You just doubt everything.
Everything.
How many times do I have to prove?
No, he doesn't ever. It's always,
Everything.
Always down.
Everything. You just doubt everything. You are literally the devil on my shoulder. I don't know why I keep you around.
Yeah.
But
So
you're there.
You just,
On my
you just
fucking
gotta,
shoulder.
You just gotta overcome it. But
I have, but it's just like every time I always
Seems
think
like
about
you
it.
haven't.
No, I definitely have.
Thank you, Dave.
I definitely have, but I just every once in a while I have to remind myself that he's a fucking dickhead.
So my
He's a
house,
poopy head.
my house is surrounded by woods, and I bought an axe, like a fucking axe, not like a little,
Not a-
tomahawk,
Like a fireman's
not
axe?
yeah, like a I'm gonna chop some trees down axe.
Like like Paul Bunyan.
Yeah.
I don't know why that goes to Paul Bunyan.
Yeah, that was weird.
Is it
So
because Paul
is
Bunyan
there-
had a double-sided axe.
Is there more to it?
No,
have you
I
axed?
just fucking love.
Are
the
you
fact that I have
axing
an
things?
axe?
Are you gonna chop down a tree?
I have it next to my bed,
Can I borrow it? Because I have some shit I have to chop down.
but I do have it for legitimately for chopping some trees down. I have some dead trees that I need to get taken care of.
One-sided or double?
One-sided,
I got
blunted on the other end.
I got fucking double, but I gained that from the grandfather when I went through his shed after he passed, and I have that, and that's same thing. That's kind of waiting around as well, and that's for. Okay.
It's for practical uses, but also I'm like, if the zombie apocalypse happens, I'm real
that's
happy
what I'm
I have
after.
it.
I modified it for where the grip is optimal for my grip, so that way I can hook and I can still get a good grip.
I understand.
And I shortened it because technically it's supposed to be.
So it's a hatchet.
It's
Tomahawk
not a
the
hatchet. I just shortened it a little bit. It's not as short as a hatchet because a hatchet would be like a 10-inch overall. It's gonna be I think 20. I think it's like a 19-20 inch. It's supposed to be like an actual length of an actual tomahawk. I'm gonna go down to about a 16 inch, and then I'm having it altered like that, leather wrapped and everything. And I'm going to actually implement I'm gonna learn how to throw it again. And I'm actually going to try to train with hooking with and then chopping down different tactics. I want to try to mix ground tactic techniques with it because I don't know. I just feel like being fucking moored with hand to
I
hand.
think for ground hand to hand, I feel like a knife would be better.
I mean, I'm not saying it wouldn't. I still have a knife,
Yeah,
but
it
what
is.
I'm saying is that fucking axe coming down on you.
More.
I can choke with it. I can just go straight for your skull with it. I can hook you with it. Like those different.
The versatility of it.
Yeah, so I just want to train more with it just to have something else to learn with. So I think I'm going to
That being said,
Do it.
we do need like a big ass piece of wood in like your backyard,
Yeah.
just to fucking stand up, just to throw.
I thought about
like
making.
tomahawk throw.
I thought about making. Yeah, all you have to do is just get fucking
Just a
2 blocks of
huge-
wood.
Yep.
And then what you do is you chop wood and then fill the fucking gaps with that fucking chopped wood and then just throw fucking shit at it and you can just replace the centerpiece of it.
I
Yeah,
think that'd be good.
I've seen other people do it. I'm down for it.
Bro, we should
Learn how,
That
and I
would-
can shoot arrows into it.
that-
I can.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
That's what I want to get more
You
into.
can practice with Ninja Stars.
I'll practice with those too. Fuck it. But no, realistically, to be for real, this is a real thing. Like I
Yeah.
really want to do this. I
Not
really
for
want to add
fakes.
it.
I just bought him a Chinese throwing star when I was in Japan. So
That makes it more official.
We get really excited in our conversations that I lose track of time. I really need to get that timer in here.
Meh.
Meh. But yeah, that's a real thing. So I've been going harder at the ground fighting tactics, stuff like that, but jiu-jitsu, right? So I've been going harder at that and getting really involved in learning the techniques correctly. That I want to go get one of those fucking big body bags that you can train with
Oh, yeah.
and bring them outside. I'm going to
Yes.
buy one and I'm going to start training in the heat.
Pick up.
Yeah, pick up and dropping, elbow strikes, regular strikes, fist, elbow, knees, feet, pick up, drop, lift over, those kind of things. And then also along with that, work on some of those tactics and techniques with the tomahawk. I just really want to do it.
I need to work on my fucking
Back to basics. Good.
footwork.
Yes.
My footwork sucks.
And pre-staging into whatever fucking
That's my number
whatever
one
way
thing.
you get into a fucking zone to shoot. Yeah.
Yeah, that's one thing I'm trying to integrate into the gym.
There was a point in time where I literally thought it was the dumbest thing we've ever done when I was in the military. I was stupid. I used to like, what are we doing this for? And all we did was walk.
Yeah.
But we walked different ways. We walked up hills. We walked down hills. We walked in groups. We walked through the woods. We walked through fucking grass. And it was just over and over and over and over again. Repeat. Go back. Go back. Go back. And I hated it so much, but it made so much more sense later of what they were teaching us.
What were they teaching?
Shadow stepping. Yeah, so they were teaching us basically how to be a little bit more quieter on, like, for instance, dead leaves, twigs, things like that. Heel toe, rolling. Well, it's heel, roll, ball,
Heel, roll, ball.
up. So it's like you're doing this with your feet. And then teaching you how to walk properly, how to keep a stable ground while shooting and moving at the same time. But I hated it because I didn't know what it was for. They didn't tell us what it was for. They just told us to do it, and then it made sense later on of what it was. So there are some things that you can train just right in your backyard that helps you with that footwork wise.
Yeah.
Based on that.
I think that's the two biggest things I need to focus on is footwork and rifle manipulation.
You can watch Vin Diesel's breakdance video and learn how to breakdance, and that'll work on your footwork.
Is that when he had hair?
That's when he had hair.
Yes.
Dave pointed out.
The one movie.
Dave pointed out
like 8 times.
Well, I looked it up. He had hair, and it was a breakdance video. It was it was so fucking. It was horrible. But it was awesome. Yeah, he got called out for it too on a talk show or some shit.
Get the whatever fucking tree thing where you can work from the ground up kind of thing for rifle manipulation. That helps a lot too, where you can get underneath. Like at the competition.
The fucking
a plywood cutout.
Yes, you can start learning from there. And if you can use it, like if you can use use the cover or whatever it's called, fucking use it.
Yeah,
because that helps.
Vikings tactics board or some. What the fuck is the name of those?
I don't even know.
7 position, 10 position.
I don't even think
that's what you're talking about, right? With the step, it looks like a step, and it has the different shapes.
Steps, but then it has the angle cuts to where you have to be like
you have to manipulate your rifle around.
Yeah, it's a badass board.
Well,
I fucking love it,
ladies and gentlemen. If you can use it,
it sucks. It sucks so hard.
Abuse it.
That's why I love it.
Suck. You just
it does.
Fuck with it.
It fucking sucks.
Nah.
That's why I love it so much.
That was another great episode, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for tuning in. It has been awesome, like always. I'm really glad to have the family here together again. We all like hanging out. I'm sure you guys like hanging out with us. So, signing off from Bad Karma.
Two families.
2 families, 1 cup?
Two types of families.
2 families, 1 cup.
2 types of family.
2 types of family.
The ones you raise.
And then the ones you raise hell with.
Runs hell with.
I like that. Then we got Cabal, Dave over there from CabalUSA.co.
Hey, yo. Fucking love you guys.
I've also got Dillon, Clear Malfunction.
I appreciate you guys listening. If you want something in life, work your ass off for it.
I am the Nitro Panda. You can look us up on all social media platforms from those names we just named off. Also, you can go to www.covertstandard.com to check out everything about us. And stay tuned because we have some t-shirts dropping soon so you guys can have some gear.
He's fucking lying to you. Don't
shut the front door.
Don't hold your breath on it.
I'm working on it. I'm in the process of it right now so you guys can have some cool stuff to fucking wear.
So by January.
So check us out. Be sure to like and share if you can. Get your friends and family involved and everything like that. Thanks for being listeners, man. It's been awesome. Kill. Halloween's coming up soon, right?
It sure is.
Oh,
dude, Halloween Horror Nights. Why can't we do Halloween?
I want to do that. October 4th. There's something coming out.